नमस्कार कक्षा 10वीं के प्रिय छात्रों, प्रकल्प फन विद हिंदी में आपका स्वागत है।
Namaste, dear children. I keep getting messages from many of you asking me to explain in English also. So here is an attempt to explain the entire lesson in English. Hope it would be beneficial. Let us directly go to the lesson and try to understand it. There is another video in Hindi also. You can have a look at that. So let us move ahead. पाठ का नाम है तीसरी कसम के शिल्पकार शैलेंद्र और इसके लेखक हैं प्रहलाद अग्रवाल। संगम की अद्भुत सफलता ने राज कपूर में गहन आत्मविश्वास भर दिया और उसने एक साथ 4 फिल्मों के निर्माण की घोषणा की। मेरा नाम जोकर, अजंता, मैं और मेरा दोस्त और सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम। पर जब 1965 में राज कपूर ने मेरा नाम जोकर का निर्माण आरंभ किया, तब संभवतः उसने भी यह कल्पना नहीं की होगी कि इस फिल्म का एक ही भाग बनाने में 6 वर्षों का समय लग जाएगा। This lesson talks about a famous actor, director, producer of his times, Raj Kapoor. The lesson starts by talking about the Hindi movie called Sangam, in which Raj Kapoor had acted and also directed and produced. This movie was a big hit and it gave Raj Kapoor self-confidence to make more movies. So much so that he announced the making of 4 movies at the same time. Mera Naam Joker, Ajanta, Main aur Mera Dost and Satyam Shivam Sundaram. But in 1965, when Raj Kapoor started the movie, he hadn't imagined that it would take 6 long years to make just one part of this movie. इन 6 वर्षों के अंतराल में राज कपूर द्वारा अभिनीत कई फिल्में प्रदर्शित हुईं, जिनमें सन 1966 में प्रदर्शित कवि शैलेंद्र की तीसरी कसम भी शामिल है। यह वह फिल्म है जिसमें राज कपूर ने अपने जीवन की सर्वोत्कृष्ट भूमिका अदा की। यही नहीं, तीसरी कसम वह फिल्म है जिसने हिंदी साहित्य की एक अत्यंत मार्मिक कृति को सेल्यूलॉइड पर पूरी सार्थकता से उतारा। तीसरी कसम फिल्म नहीं, सेल्यूलॉइड पर लिखी गई कविता थी। In these 6 years, when Raj Kapoor was busy making one part of Mera Naam Joker, he acted in quite a few movies. One among them was Teesri Kasam, which was produced by Shailendra. This is that movie in which it is said that Raj Kapoor gave his acting best. This movie was based on a novel, a piece of literature, and Teesri Kasam did full justice to the novel. The beauty of literature was visible in the movie too. Teesri Kasam is not called a film, but a poetry written on celluloid. Poetry is actually a piece of literature which has a beautiful flow of emotions, and Teesri Kasam had these qualities. तीसरी कसम शैलेंद्र के जीवन की पहली और अंतिम फिल्म है। तीसरी कसम को राष्ट्रपति स्वर्ण पदक मिला, बंगाल फिल्म जर्नलिस्ट एसोसिएशन द्वारा सर्वश्रेष्ठ फिल्म और कई अन्य पुरस्कारों द्वारा सम्मानित किया गया। मॉस्को फिल्म फेस्टिवल में भी यह फिल्म पुरस्कृत हुई। इसकी कलात्मकता की लंबी चौड़ी तारीफें हुई। इसमें शैलेंद्र की संवेदनशीलता पूरी शिद्दत के साथ मौजूद है। उन्होंने ऐसी फिल्म बनाई थी जिसे सच्चा कवि हृदय ही बना सकता था। तीसरी कसम is the first and last film of Shailendra as a producer, meaning that this was the only film that he ever produced. He was awarded President's Gold Medal for this movie. He was also awarded by Bengal Film Journalists Association. Apart from these two, he won many more awards. This movie, Teesri Kasam, was also awarded in Moscow Film Festival. The artistic beauty of this movie was highly appreciated. Shailendra was a kind-hearted man, and this value of sympathy is present in the movie too. He made a film which only a true poet who was soft and imaginative could create. शैलेंद्र ने राज कपूर की भावनाओं को शब्द दिए हैं। राज कपूर ने अपने अनन्य सहयोगी की फिल्म में उतनी ही तन्मयता के साथ काम किया, किसी पारिश्रमिक की अपेक्षा किए बगैर। शैलेंद्र ने लिखा था कि वे राज कपूर के पास तीसरी कसम की कहानी सुनाने पहुंचे तो कहानी सुनकर उन्होंने बड़े उत्साहपूर्वक काम करना स्वीकार कर लिया, पर तुरंत गंभीरतापूर्वक बोले, मेरा पारिश्रमिक एडवांस देना होगा। शैलेंद्र को ऐसी उम्मीद नहीं थी कि राज कपूर जिंदगी भर की दोस्ती का ये बदला लेंगे। शैलेंद्र का मुरझाया हुआ चेहरा देखकर राज कपूर ने मुस्कुराते हुए कहा, निकालो 1 रुपया, मेरा पारिश्रमिक पूरा एडवांस। शैलेंद्र राज कपूर की इस याराना मस्ती से परिचित तो थे, लेकिन एक निर्माता के रूप में बड़े व्यावसायिक सूझबूझ वाले भी चक्कर खा जाते हैं। फिर शैलेंद्र तो फिल्म निर्माता बनने के लिए सर्वथा अयोग्य थे। It is said that Shailendra gave words to Raj Kapoor's emotions. Means that Raj Kapoor had always wanted to make a film depicting the emotional and softer side of people. By making Teesri Kasam, it was as if Raj Kapoor's dream had come true. Raj Kapoor and Shailendra were good associates. So, Raj Kapoor worked in his film with utmost engrossment, and that too free of cost. While telling about Raj Kapoor, Shailendra had mentioned that when he went to Raj Kapoor and narrated the story of the film Teesri Kasam, he was so enthusiastic that he immediately agreed to work. Then suddenly he became serious and said that his whole payment has to be given in to him in advance. Shailendra hadn't expected a good friend to react like this. He was upset. When Raj Kapoor saw Shailendra's face, he immediately smiled and said, take out 1 rupee, my entire payment. Actually, Raj Kapoor was trying to tell that he would charge only 1 rupee to act in the movie Teesri Kasam. Shailendra was familiar with his sense of humor, but he was a producer now. Since he was in charge of the finances of the movie, he got worried when Raj Kapoor asked for the entire payment at one go. The author says that Shailendra was not cunning and street smart like other producers. राज कपूर ने एक अच्छे और सच्चे मित्र की हैसियत से शैलेंद्र को फिल्म की असफलता के खतरों से आगाह भी किया, पर वह तो एक आदर्शवादी भावुक कवि था जिसे अपार संपत्ति और यश तक की इतनी कामना नहीं थी जितनी आत्मसंतुष्टि के सुख की अभिलाषा थी। तीसरी कसम कितनी ही महान फिल्म क्यों ना रही हो, लेकिन यह एक दुखद सत्य है कि इसे प्रदर्शित करने के लिए बमुश्किल वितरक मिले। बावजूद इसके कि तीसरी कसम में राज कपूर और वहीदा रहमान जैसे नामजद सितारे थे, शंकर जयकिशन का संगीत था जिनकी लोकप्रियता उन दिनों 7वें आसमान पर थी और इसके गीत भी फिल्म के प्रदर्शन के पूर्व ही बेहद लोकप्रिय हो चुके थे, लेकिन इस फिल्म को खरीदने वाला कोई नहीं था। दरअसल इस फिल्म की संवेदना किसी 2 से 4 बनाने का गणित जानने वाले की समझ से परे थी। उसमें रची बसी करुणा तराजू पर तौली जा सकने वाली चीज नहीं थी। इसीलिए बमुश्किल जब तीसरी कसम रिलीज हुई तो इसका कोई प्रचार नहीं हुआ। फिल्म कब आई, कब चली गई, मालूम ही नहीं पड़ा। When Shailendra decided to produce a movie, Raj Kapoor, like a true friend, cautioned him about the dangers of failure in this area. But Shailendra was an idealist and emotional poet. He wanted to make this film for self-satisfaction rather than money or fame. Teesri Kasam was a top-class film, but it is sad to note that this film did not get enough distributors for screening it in theaters. Teesri Kasam had famous actors like Raj Kapoor and Wahida Rahman. The music was given by great and famous composers Shankar Jaikishan. The songs of this film were a big hit even before its release. In spite of all this, no one was ready to buy the film. The reason was that the sympathy and the emotion shown in the film could not be understood by the people who were only interested in gaining profit out of it. So, when Teesri Kasam was released, there was no publicity given. People did not come to know about the film. It came to the theaters and it just vanished from there. ऐसा नहीं है कि शैलेंद्र 20 सालों तक फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में रहते हुए भी वहां के तौर तरीकों से नावाकिफ थे, परंतु उनमें उलझकर वे अपनी आदमियत नहीं खो सके थे। श्री 420 का एक लोकप्रिय गीत है, प्यार हुआ इकरार हुआ, प्यार से फिर क्यों डरता है दिल। इसके अंतरे की एक पंक्ति, रातें दसों दिशाओं से कहेंगी अपनी कहानियां, पर संगीतकार जयकिशन ने आपत्ति की। उनका ख्याल था कि दर्शक 4 दिशाएं तो समझ सकते हैं, 10 दिशाएं नहीं। लेकिन शैलेंद्र परिवर्तन के लिए तैयार नहीं हुए। उनका दृढ़ मंतव्य था कि दर्शकों की रुचि की आड़ में हमें उथलेपन को उन पर नहीं थोपना चाहिए। कलाकार का यह कर्तव्य भी है कि वे उपभोक्ता की रुचियों का परिष्कार करने का प्रयत्न करें और उनका यकीन गलत नहीं था। यही नहीं, वे बहुत अच्छे गीत भी जो उन्होंने लिखे बेहद लोकप्रिय हुए। शैलेंद्र ने झूठे अभिजात्य को कभी नहीं अपनाया। उनके गीत भावप्रवण थे, दुरू नहीं। मेरा जूता है जापानी, ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी, सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी। यह गीत शैलेंद्र ही लिख सकते थे, शांत नदी का प्रवाह और समुद्र की गहराई लिए हुए। यही विशेषता उनकी जिंदगी की थी और यही उन्होंने अपनी फिल्म के द्वारा भी साबित किया था। Shailendra was in the film industry for the past 20 years and hence was familiar with the ways of the industry, but did not want to lose his humanity and culture. This means that in the film industry, showing off and exaggeration played a very important role, but Shailendra used to stay away from all these. There's another incident mentioned here. There was a movie named Shri 420. Shailendra had penned the lyrics of the movie, and one of the songs, which was a big hit, was Pyar Hua Ikrar Hua. There was one line in this song, Raatein daso dishaon se kahengi apni kahaniyan, which spoke about the 10 directions. The music composer of this film was in disagreement with this line and wanted the 10 directions to be changed as 4 directions, as that would be easily understood by the audience. Now, what are the 4 directions? East, west, north, and south. And what are the 10 directions? East, west, north, south, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, up and down. Shailendra was not ready to change his lyrics. According to him, a true artist is one who not only provides happiness to his consumers, but also provides transparency in every form of art, improves their knowledge along with providing entertainment. Shailendra was absolutely right in thinking thus and has given us many beautiful super hit songs. He never believed in showing off and did not try to do so. The songs written by him were filled with emotions but weren't difficult to understand. Mera Joota Hai Japani was another beautiful song written by him. His songs had the calmness of a river, and the emotions in his songs had the depth of an ocean. His life also had these qualities. He was as calm as a river, but his emotions were deep like an ocean. His movie Tisri Kasam is a true reflection of his life. तीसरी कसम यदि एकमात्र नहीं तो चंद उन फिल्मों में से है जिन्होंने साहित्य रचना के साथ 100% न्याय किया हो। शैलेंद्र ने राज कपूर जैसे स्टार को हीरामन बना दिया था। हीरामन पर राज कपूर हावी नहीं हो सका और छींट की सस्ती साड़ी में लिपटी हीराबाई ने वहीदा रहमान की प्रसिद्ध ऊंचाइयों को बहुत पीछे छोड़ दिया था। कजरी नदी के किनारे उकड़ू बैठा हीरामन जब गीत गाते हुए हीराबाई से पूछता है, मन समझती है ना आप? तब हीराबाई जुबान से नहीं, आंखों से बोलती है। दुनिया भर के शब्द उस भाषा को अभिव्यक्ति नहीं दे सकते। ऐसी ही सूक्ष्मताओं से स्पंदित थी तीसरी कसम। अपनी मस्ती में डूबकर झूमते गाते गाड़ीवान, चलत मुसाफिर मोहलियो रे पिंजड़े वारी मुनिया। टप्पर गाड़ी में हीराबाई को जाते हुए देखकर उनके पीछे दौड़ते गाते बच्चों का हुजूम, लाली लाली डोलिया में लाली रे दुल्हनिया। एक नौटंकी की बाई में अपनापन खोज लेने वाला सरल हृदय गाड़ीवान, अभावों की जिंदगी जीते लोगों के सपनीले कह कहे। Tisri Kasam is one of those few films which have done 100% justice to a piece of literature. Tisri Kasam is an adaptation of the novel Mare Gaye Gulfam. The beauty of the novel is reflected the same way in the movie also. In this movie, Shailendra has converted a star like Raj Kapoor into a common man, Hiraman. Means that the name of the character played by Raj Kapoor in the movie was Hiraman. Raj Kapoor totally immersed himself into this character. So much so that it didn't feel that Raj Kapoor was playing the role of Hiraman, looked like it was actually Hiraman on the screen. The acting was so realistic. Wahida Rahman was also a famous actress of those times. She played the role of Hirabai in this film. She acted so well that people were forced to forget that it was Wahida Rahman, the actress on the screen. People felt that it was not an actress playing the role of Hirabai, but it was Hirabai herself on the screen. She acted with her eyes. The language she expressed with her eyes cannot be expressed by any language in the world. This film, Tisri Kasam, was filled with minute emotional details that it touched the hearts of people who saw it. The cartman, Hiraman, always kept singing and was always happy and bubbly. When Hirabai, the stage actress, would sit in her cart and go about for her work, the children would playfully sing and run along with her cart. A normal and humble cartman who had fallen in love with the stage actor Hirabai. In this movie, it is depicted that people who live in poverty still manage to find happiness in their dreams. हमारी फिल्मों की सबसे बड़ी कमजोरी होती है लोक तत्व का अभाव। वे जिंदगी से दूर होती हैं। यदि त्रासद स्थितियों का चित्रांकन होता है तो उन्हें ग्लोरीफाई किया जाता है। दुख का ऐसा विभत्स रूप प्रस्तुत होता है जो दर्शकों का भावनात्मक शोषण कर सके। और तीसरी कसम की यह खास बात थी कि वह दुख को भी सहज स्थिति में जीवन सापेक्ष प्रस्तुत करती है। The author of this lesson feels that our movies lack the earthiness in them. They are far from reality, far from the actual life. If tragedy is shown, it is glorified in the movies. It is exaggerated. Such a ghastly form of grief is shown that it exploits the emotions of the audience. Why are such types of movies taken? People love emotional and sentimental movies. This pulls them to the theaters again and again. This would result in the movie earning huge profits. But Teesri Kasam was not such a type of movie. The grief and sadness shown in the movie was very much relatable to life. मैंने शैलेंद्र को गीतकार नहीं कवि कहा है। वे सिनेमा की चकाचौंध के बीच रहते हुए यश और धन लिप्सा से कोसों दूर थे। जो बात उनकी जिंदगी में थी वही उनके गीतों में भी। उनके गीतों में सिर्फ करुणा नहीं, जूझने का संकेत भी था और वह प्रक्रिया भी मौजूद थी जिसके तहत अपनी मंजिल तक पहुंचा जाता है। व्यथा आदमी को पराजित नहीं करती, उसे आगे बढ़ने का संदेश देती है। The author calls Shailendra a poet, not a lyricist or a songwriter. A song is actually a lyrical form of a poem. Poem is that piece of literature which is filled with emotions. The author feels that the songs of Shailendra are filled with various emotions so they can rightly be called a poem. Hence, Shailendra can be called a poet and not a lyricist. Though Shailendra was a part of the film industry, he never craved for fame or money. His songs reflected his personal life. He was a simple man, and so were his songs. His songs not only had compassion, sympathy in them, they also had lessons about how to fight grief and sadness in life. His songs also stressed on how one could achieve one's goals in life. Means that his songs taught people on how to be positive and move ahead in life. According to Shailendra, the grief or the bad phase in people's lives is not to dishearten them, but for them to learn how to face this bad phase of their lives, fight and win over it, and move ahead in life. शैलेंद्र ने तीसरी कसम को अपनी भाव प्रवणता का सर्वश्रेष्ठ तथ्य प्रदान किया। मुकेश की आवाज में शैलेंद्र का यह गीत तो अद्वितीय बन गया है। सजनवा बैरी हो गए हमार, चिठिया हो तो हर कोई बांचै, भाग न बांचै कोय। अभिनय के दृष्टिकोण से तीसरी कसम राज कपूर की जिंदगी की सबसे हसीन फिल्म है। राज कपूर, जिन्हें समीक्षक और कला मर्मज्ञ आंखों से बात करने वाला कलाकार मानते हैं, तीसरी कसम में मासूमियत के चरमोत्कर्ष को छूते हैं। अभिनेता राज कपूर जितनी ताकत के साथ तीसरी कसम में मौजूद हैं, उतना जागते रहो में भी नहीं। जागते रहो में राज कपूर के अभिनय को बहुत सराहा गया था, लेकिन तीसरी कसम वह फिल्म है जिसमें राज कपूर अभिनय नहीं करता। वह हीरामन के साथ एकाकार हो गया है। खालिस देहाती, भुच्च गाड़ीवान जो सिर्फ दिल की जुबान समझता है, दिमाग की नहीं, जिसके लिए मोहब्बत के सिवा किसी दूसरी चीज का कोई अर्थ नहीं। Shailendra has shown the height of compassion in its true self in the movie Teesri Kasam. A song with the lyrics Sajanwa Bairi Ho Gaye Hamar in this movie sung by Mukesh is unparalleled. The truth of life is reflected in this song. It means that a letter can be read by everyone, but one's destiny can't. If we talk about acting, Teesri Kasam is the best film of Raj Kapoor. Critics and experts have always felt that Raj Kapoor speaks with his eyes. Without uttering a word, he can express beautifully and efficiently with his eyes. In this movie, his innocence comes across in a highly effective manner. The way Raj Kapoor has acted in the movie Teesri Kasam, he hasn't acted in the movie Jaagte Raho also. Now, these two movies are being compared because in Jaagte Raho, Raj Kapoor's acting was highly appreciated. But in Teesri Kasam, he hasn't acted. It feels as if he himself has become one with Hiraman, a pure-hearted, true, illiterate cartman who understood the language of heart and not the mind. He thought with his heart, not his mind. He was emotional, not intelligent. There was only one thing in his life that he gave importance to, and that was love. बहुत बड़ी बात यह है कि तीसरी कसम राज कपूर के अभिनय जीवन का वह मुकाम है जब वे एशिया के सबसे बड़े शोमैन के रूप में स्थापित हो चुके थे। उनका अपना व्यक्तित्व एक किंवदंती बन चुका था, लेकिन तीसरी कसम में वह महिमामय व्यक्तित्व पूरी तरह हीरामन की आत्मा में उतर गया है। वह कहीं हीरामन का अभिनय नहीं करता, अपितु खुद हीरामन में ढल गया है। हीराबाई की फेनू गिलासी बोली पर रीझता हुआ, उसकी मनुआ नटुआ जैसी भोली सूरत पर न्योछावर होता हुआ और हीराबाई की तनिक सी उपेक्षा पर अपने अस्तित्व से जूझता हुआ सच्चा हीरामन बन गया है। तीसरी कसम की पटकथा मूल कहानी के लेखक फणीश्वर नाथ रेणु ने स्वयं तैयार की थी। कहानी का रेशा रेशा, उसकी छोटी से छोटी बारीकियां फिल्म में पूरी तरह उतर आईं। It is important to note that Teesri Kasam was that phase of Raj Kapoor's life when he had already established himself as Asia's biggest showman. A showman is a person who is skillful at entertaining and performing. His personality had become a legend. But in Teesri Kasam, his legendary personality took a backseat and only Hiraman was portrayed on the screen. Raj Kapoor did not act like Hiraman. He got molded into his character. Hiraman was pleased by and attracted to the soft-spoken Hirabai. He was ready to give up everything for her. If Hirabai would get angry with him, he would start blaming himself for it. He was so much in love with her. The screenplay of Teesri Kasam was written by Fanishwar Nath Renu, the author of the book Mare Gaye Gulfam, based on which the movie Teesri Kasam was made. Because of this, all the minute details of the book can be seen beautifully in the movie also. Dear children, hope you could understand the lesson well. If you still have any doubts, you can always ask me in the comment section. Till I meet you with my next video, Namaste.